The DC Universe has a lot lined up for 2022, both on the big and small screens, which is a welcome surprise for all the DC Universe fans. For today's episode, we'll be sharing with you a list of all the new DC shows and movies coming out this 2022. So, keep on watching if you don't want to miss out on the latest. Let's start with the movie lineups for 2022. First, we have The Batman, March 4th, 2022. Hailed as the most anticipated movie of the year, The Batman is finally making its theatrical debut on March 4th, 2022. This time, the actor who will be taking on the cape of the masked vigilante is none other than Twilight star Robert Pattinson. It's the first solo Batman film after Zack Snyder's Justice League and signals the dawn of the new DC era. Ben Affleck was supposed to portray the role, as well as direct and co-write the script with Geoff Johns, but dropped out as the film's director a little while later to focus on acting. The film tapped Matt Reeves as the director in February 2017, where he completely scratched out Affleck's script and wrote a whole new one. The same year, Affleck officially dropped out from the lead role as well, and Robert Pattinson was cast to play the role in May of 2019. The Batman storyline will focus on the first few years of the masked vigilante superhero act, wherein he'll be facing a variety of villains, such as the Riddler, played by Dano, and Penguin, who is played by Colin Farrell. They are also joined by actress and singer Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, who seems to lend a hand from time to time to the newly appointed caped hero of Gotham. Next is DC League of Super Pets, May 20th, 2022. We gotta hand it to DC. They've also got something lined up for the kids this time, but we're pretty sure the adults will love this as well. DC League of Super Pets is slated to follow the Batman and is scheduled for a May 20th theatrical release. The CG animated movie boasts of a star-studded lineup for its voice actors, which include the likes of Dwayne Johnson as Superman's dog named Krypto, Kevin Hart as Ace, the Bat Hound, Vanessa Bayer as PB, the pot-bellied pig, Natasha Lyonne as Merton the Turtle, Diego Luna as Chip the Squirrel, with John Krasinski as Kal-El, aka Superman, and Marc Maron as the voice of Lex Luthor. But that's not all. Other actors who lent their voices for the film also include Kate McKinnon, Keanu Reeves, Ben Schwartz, Thomas Middleditch, and Jamil Jamil. These actors were tapped for undisclosed roles, so we're guessing we have to hit the theaters on May 20th to find out who they're voicing. Up next, we have Black Adam, July 29th, 2022. Another much-awaited film fans will get to witness on the big screen is Black Adam, which is set to be released on July 29th. Dwayne Johnson has a tight schedule since not only did he voice Superman's dog Krypto in DC League of Super Pets, but he's also been chosen to play the role of the anti-hero Black Adam, which is now finally seeing a theatrical release. The actor has been attached to the role way back since 2008 now, and we're finally seeing it come to life. According to the former professional wrestler, he pushed through with the toughest workout to surpass his character's physique, which he shared in an interview with Men's Journal. "The training we did for this movie was the most arduous I've ever done in my life," Johnson shared. "I promise you this, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change." The actor is pretty well known for his towering and buff physique, but for the role, Johnson teamed up with strength and conditioning coach Dave Rienzi to get the most out of his workout programs. We've seen Johnson play a number of roles through the years, so seeing him as a hero, or anti-hero in this case, is something a lot of his fans have been looking forward to, and even the actor himself. Getting the green light for Black Adam was a once-in-a-lifetime chance to raise the bar yet again, he explained. "I wanted to come into this in the best shape of my career." Next on this list, we have The Flash, November 4th, 2022. We're finally seeing a standalone movie of the fastest man alive, Barry Allen, aka The Flash, which is set to hit the theaters on November 4th of this year. Ezra Miller will be reprising the titular role of this speedy hero, and according to Polygon.com, the movie serves as the official Flashpoint crossover, which got a lot of points excited. During the Fandom's Multiverse 101 panel, the president of DC-based film production, Walter Hamada, said that the movie will lean into the idea of the multiverse, playing in that sandbox. The movie's director, Andy Muschietti, further described the upcoming film as a time travel story, where the cinematic multiverse is going to be born out of. A trailer of the film was released during the Fandom event, and based from all the previous outfits the hero wore, the Flash donned a different suit. But what got a lot of fans hooked is that the storyline reveals that he'll travel back in time to prevent his mother's death. As we all know, tampering with history and time is never a good idea. So if he does managed to prevent his mother's death, how will it affect the future? There's a high chance that Barry Allen will create a warped timeline, hence the need to fix this event. What's even more exciting is that Ben Affleck will also be appearing in the movie, although the actor has officially announced that it will be his last stint in the Snyderverse. But hey, Michael Keaton, another actor who donned the batsuit in the early 90s, will also be appearing in this movie, so there's a lot to look forward to. Now we have Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, December 16th, 2022. And finally, to cap off 2022, is none other than Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom with Jason Momoa, returning to reprise his role as the ruler of Atlantis. Seeing as it was the origin story of the character, it had a simple storyline, yet received massive commercial success, so it wasn't surprising that a sequel was greenlit. Film director James Wan also left a lot of teasers in the first movie's mid-credit scene, so of course there had to be a sequel. Joining Jason Momoa to reprise their respective roles in the movie are Dolph Lundgren, Amber Heard, Nicole Kidman, Patrick Wilson, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, while newcomers Vincent Regan and Johnny Zhao, as well as India Moore, are set to make their debut in the franchise in this movie. Since we're still on the topic of movies, we might as well include two others that are slated for release in 2023. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods. One of the most commercially successful and positively welcomed movies DC released was Shazam, so it's a no-brainer that we're also seeing a second installment of the kid hero. Director David F. Sandberg did a fantastic job bringing this hero to life, so he'll also be returning to helm the second film, as well as Henry Gayden as the movie's screenwriter and Peter Safran as the producer. Shazam, Fury of the Gods is slated to be released on June 2nd, 2023, with Zachary Levi returning to reprise the titular role with the rest of the cast, plus a lot more. Actress Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren were cast to play the villains as part of a trio of Greek goddesses, so we couldn't be more excited. Now we have Wonder Woman 3. We will also be seeing the third installment of Wonder Woman as Gal Gadot returns to reprise her role with Patty Jenkins as the film's director. According to Jenkins, who will also co-write the third movie, it will now take place in the present timeline. And what's even more exciting is that Linda Carter, the actress who first portrayed Wonder Woman, will also be joining this time around. I have plenty clear plans for Wonder Woman 3, Jenkins told Vanity Fair in an interview. Whether I direct it or not, I see how her arc should end in my incarnation of Wonder Woman. I have a great passion for this. Which series are returning, and what are the new ones in the DC universe? The CW has been the home of many DC live-action series, and many of them have already returned this January, which includes the second season of Batwoman, the 7th season of Legends of Tomorrow, and the second season of Superman and Lois. As for new series, John Cena returned to reprise his role as the Peacemaker on HBO Max's series adaptation of The Masked Superhero. He made his film debut in the second installment of The Suicide Squad released last year, and received a lot of positive responses, so we're pretty sure his return in the small screen is a welcomed presence in HBO. HBO will also be resuming the continuation of several other series from the DC universe, such as the 4th season of Doom Patrol, the 3rd season of Harley Quinn, Pennyworth Season 3, Titans Season 4, and Young Justice Season 4. The 8th season of The Flash with Grant Gustin in the lead will also be returning on March 9th at the CW, as well as Stargirl's 3rd season, whose premiere date is still unannounced. And with that, we are wrapping up today's episode of all the new DC shows and movies you need to watch out for in 2022. Which movie or series are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.